What's up, guys? Trying to switch the camera. All right. I just hopped in the live stream a little bit early. Yeah. Let me. Oh shit. Wait. Hold on. Give me a sec. Just get set up. I'm trying to like set it up on my computer so I can see what y'all are saying. But I don't know if there's a way to watch my live stream. If it's my live stream, you know what I mean? All right. Bring them up. All set up. Does everything look good? Is everything in frame? I think there's a little red thing. Can't change that. Alright, y'all. So, I'm not gonna like just start announcing right now. I'm gonna wait till a couple more people get in here. I said it would start at 8, so I'm not gonna do the announcement until like at least like 8:10, 8:15. So to kill time, I'm just gonna start talking about the alpha housing. So there's been like a lot of confusion. Hold on, let me read this. There's been a lot of confusion about the alphas. This right here is the alpha. It's like more of a final prototype. I had this one MJF'd and it didn't come out exactly how it should have. I had to do some tooling to it and stuff to get it to work. But alpha is, in my opinion, like kind of next generation because you can have digital or analog with the same housing, which is really good for you guys because literally all you have to do is take that piece off, undo this ring, and you pop in the MX-69 digital intensifier tube. I don't have one of those on hand. Mine broke. I still need to make some more. But it's basically everything from this digital package, so everything that's in here gets packaged into the same size as an intensifier tube. An intensifier tube, I got one of those, I know I do. Here's a fake intensifier tube I made for like testing and stuff. It's just 3D printed with some copper on it to like test the circuits and stuff. I packaged everything that's in here into this, which drastically reduces weight. You get rid of this aluminum body altogether. I'm trying to figure out a way to let you retain the V760 lenses. The V780 lenses actually do not fit. So the V780 lens and the V760 lens. Let me go to housing. And then here's just like a little housing. So the V780 lens is not going to be able to go inside. Medic Pack is working on a like adapter to maybe like have a modified MX-69 when this goes on. Alright, give me a sec. Someone's at the door. Alright, I'm back. Alright. Where was I? Okay, so Medic is going to try and work out an adapter that lets you use your V780 lens in the alpha tube. Basically, just push the display off of the MX69. The MX69 has the display right here. Just bring the display forward more to be closer to the lens when the tube is inserted in the housing. But I think I'm going to probably work out a way to use the V760 lenses just like this, because they kind of fit, and they fit deep enough to where it'll work. So I'm going to try and work that one out. Does anybody have any like questions about stuff? We'll just sit in silence. Well, anyways, the MX69 is the digital tube, and the alpha is the housing itself. I call it alpha for like analog, and I never released a PVS-69 alpha because I was like reserving that letter for analog. So like started these off with the Bravos, and then Charlie, Delta, Echo, Foxtrot. And it's kind of a linear progression for the digital stuff. So like I know it's kind of strange going back to alpha for a naming convention, but to be like completely honest, I started this project before I started this project. I just could never tackle formatting the digital tube into the size we needed. So estimated cost of a Gen 4. So it kind of varies. It varies by what tubes you get. If you get used tubes, blem tubes, clean tubes, Chinese tubes, lenses, what quality of lenses you get. The housing itself is pretty freaking cheap. To have this one MJF'd, it was, I want to say like under $150 to have this housing MJF printed. So that was like ridiculously cheap. The lenses, these are the Chinese lenses, front and back, and they're not expensive compared to like Carson, which I actually bought a set of Carsons, and I'll get to that later on. But yeah, like these lenses just don't have the optical clarity that Carsons have, but the eyepieces seem to be okay. But the I have this is a mil-spec, like I just call it a Q-tip lens because like the name is something like Q-tip, something with Q's. But the clarity of this lens versus the Chinese one is like insane. Like the Chinese one, it just seems like things are slightly, it's like very slightly out of focus no matter how much you mess with the focus. With a Q-tip one, it goes in just fine. For stocking displays, actually I'll be placing an order on Friday. I'm going to be posting details in the Discord next Friday. I'm going to be posting details in the Discord if you want to get in on a group buy. There's going to be a couple different options here because obviously I know there's a lot of like shit going on, but there's going to be an option for just the board with the display. So when I say just the board, I mean, here's my graveyard, just the board with a display, and that's what you'll need to do an MX69. Or you can get an entire V760 or an entire V780. There's going to be 4 options for that. I'm working with the like seller that does like the boards and stuff, and they recognize that there's a big issue that affects a lot of people. If you overvolt them at all, the displays are toast. It's not the display itself that gets toasted, it's the board. So if you overvolt them, the board gets toasted. If you accidentally reverse volt them, the board gets toasted. And the sellers want $70 for a replacement board, but he also said that they can offer a like repair. So still working out the details for what repair is going to cost, Hopefully it's not going to cost a whole lot, but that will hopefully be an option because I have a lot of graveyard displays. I was just talking to someone today who also now has 2 toasted displays, and I know there's more in the Discord that have them, so I know that sucks because it's like $300 for 2 V760s. I think it's over $300, like $360 for 2 V760s, and the V780s are even more expensive. I toasted a V780. I was super sleep deprived, and I was super excited because I just got a thermal in, and I was like trying to test it. I don't even know what I was thinking, but I just hooked the V780 to 12 volts, and pop goes the weasel on that one. To Dante's question, what's the weight of a complete PVS-69 in the store? So, okay, here's the, this is the one that is for the giveaway right here, or Sweepstakes. This is the low profile bridge. It's slightly less than the full ones, but the full ones are 20 ounces, and I want to say this is like 18 ounces. But the full ones with the battery, with the batteries installed, are 20 ounces. Yeah, 374 down the drain. I'm trying to help you out. If I can get you these displays, that would be dope. Cause yeah, $70 for a new board is okay, but if we can get them repaired for less, that'd be even better. Discord. Can I drop a freaking link in the comments? Let me try that quick. Alright, I don't know if that link worked. There's the link to the Discord. So there's a lot of cool stuff going on there. I think Knack kind of took over the Gal 15 ghetto aiming laser. I know Swamp Donkey had kind of started that project, but we haven't really heard from him in a long time. There's, you know, it's kind of a good social environment. So if you're gonna join, keep it friendly. We won't like tolerate a lot of people being jackasses. Normally people don't get banned, but we banned a couple people for being just cockwads. But yeah, I got that one in the middle. That's the one that needs to be in the middle. So third place, if you didn't know, is these Lone Skull Gear mag pouches. Lone Skull Gear, he's kind of like a newer startup. I don't even know if he has a website yet, but his like symbol is this coffin shape, which I think is pretty dope. They're really, really good mag pouches. Let me go grab some mags quick. So I got a couple Glock 19 mags right here. They fit super well. He ships like the elastic and the tab like not connected to it, but it is pretty easy to connect. I think you just like, I don't even remember. You like do something where you go through there. I had to look at his picture to do it, but even that, like that mag is not coming out. Like you can run any shape drill you want, and this mag is not gonna come out of there. Like you can just hear how solid that is. So props to him. It's got carbon fiber laminate. I think this is like CNC milled, and then everything gets sewn to the laminate. Super dope product. Is Gen 4 water resistant? So this one is not. This specific housing, because the tolerance when it printed, I'll just pop it apart to show you. But printing with MJF, you have to like adjust tolerances of the model to be able to print it reliably. and this O-ring is not tight enough as it needs to be right here to be able to seal. So I adjusted the model again, and on the next go around, hopefully that'll seal up. But anyways, it's still a pretty solid unit as is. I want to get into like watertight stuff. I don't have prices on full sets of these yet. I haven't really done too many builds to determine what I think the price will be. I also want to like get ahead of things with the Gen 4 and just build out like 5 or 6 sets of them, obviously like without any kind of tube in them, and that way when people order them there's not a huge fucking lead time because I have to build them. Yeah, man, you had to get tickets. You could get tickets through buying the ticket directly, or you could like buy just products from the store, then that would enter you in. And then there's also like sometimes in the Discord, if you're in there, if we need help like finding things, just like we'll post like, hey, well, I did it a couple times, but I was like, hey, if someone can find me like a certain component, I'll give you X amount of entries or whatever as like payment, I guess. So there's not too many ways to enter, but yeah. So we'll get to the next time one. The next time one is, this wasn't a super good model for the sweepstakes. Is it froze for you guys? It's froze on my screen. Gotta plug the old phone in. Alright. Should be unfroze now. What the fuck? Okay, the cable's gone. What was I saying? Well, the next model for like entering into this is going to be a little bit different. This one was like open-ended, which means there was like infinite amounts of tickets, and like the odds were like not predictable at all, and I don't want to do that next time. So next time is going to be different, but we'll talk about that after I announce the winners for this one. I say winners because there's 3 prizes, obviously. There's the nods, there's a printer, which I'm not going to put on my desk because it's fucking huge, and then there's fucking mag pouches. Sorry, I'm multitasking. Thought I lost the dock for the tickets. That would suck. Alright, what time is it? It's 8:10. How many people we got in here? 30? Well, I know that more than 30 entered, but that's fine. Alright, so here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to pull up will I email the winner? Yeah, I'll email them, call them, text them. I got their contact info for, because it's placed through like the orders, so it's like people enter in, well, hopefully they enter in their proper like contact info when they're buying sweepstakes tickets. It'd be pretty dumb to enter a fake email address in. I'm going to pull up a random number generator. And then we had a total of, let me double check. I want to say 4,500, or maybe it was 5,400. All right, 5,450. All right, So I got my random number generator pulled up. So I guess I'm just gonna fucking hit generate a random number. Let me turn the screen or the how do I do this? I want you guys to see that it's legit. So I don't want anybody like question the results of this. So I know that there's like people out there that will do like a raffle type thing, but really they're you know, giving someone a good deal, I guess, or keeping it for themselves. I don't know. I also don't want it to be upside down. Is it fucking sideways? I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a camera person. It is fucking sideways, ain't it? Shit, guys. Alright. There we go. There's the laptop. Here's our random number generator. 1, 5, 4, 50. Generate random number. This is for the 69s, first place. Or should we do it in reverse? What do you guys say? Third to first or first to third? Drop in the chat what we want. Nobody's saying anything. First to third, third to first, reverse, 69's last. Damn, it's like canceled each other out. I'm gonna do third to first because I feel like if you it's gonna suck. It's not gonna suck for whoever gets third place. It actually probably is. Whoever gets third or whoever gets first is gonna be like, oh, what the hell? I'm gonna do third to first. That just seems like it makes the most sense. So here we go. Generate 2,115. Got about a lot of fucking tickets. 2,115. And this is just their order numbers, not like anybody's name. That way I could show it to you and keep it 2,115. Order ZSCBJ. I'm going to pull them up on my computer to see who that is. So the winner of the mag pouches is ZSCBJ. What? Hold on. Something is oh, here we go. All right. The winner of the mag pouches is a guy named Thomas. So congrats, Thomas. You got yourself some mag pouches. You didn't enter in any shipping info, so I can't ship them to you until you pass that along. But mag pouches go to some dude named Thomas. All right. For the 3D printer, here we go. Generate 1,015. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. We were going to delete out the winner's numbers. I forgot. That's kind of what we had decided in the Discord, but I already fucking clicked it, so I feel bad. 1,015. Who's that? $1,015 is OJZCQ. What the The winner of the printer is a dude, I'm pretty sure his name is William. Let me check his order. He didn't put his name, he just put his email. Pretty sure the guy's name is William. So William just got himself a freaking printer. So basically how it works is I took everybody's order numbers and I put them in a spreadsheet, like an Excel sheet, and I put their order number one time for each dollar that they like paid, if that makes sense. So if you bought $10 in tickets, your order got put in the spreadsheet 10 times. This took me like hours to do because I just fucking did it all at the same time. Yeah, so some dude named William got the printer. I should also be up front and say that if these guys like don't like claim the prize or anything like that, and they don't contact me back through email, I'm just gonna pick a new number. So, I mean, the chances are slim, but not zero. You know what I'm saying? All right, for the freaking moment of truth. Since we didn't delete the last guy's numbers, we're not gonna delete the last guy's numbers for this one either. So, here we go. Ready? Oh. What is it? What is it? Ooh, I see it and you guys don't. Oh, it's funny. Are you ready? You ready? Here it is. 2292. That means nothing to y'all because you don't fucking see it, but let's see. 2292. 2293. 2292. 2292 is QQOX1. Let's see who that is. I'm just as excited as you guys are. QQOX1. That? Don't know his name. His email does not tell me that that's the guy's name. But something about scorpions. If your email is something scorpion, you just won this. So that's pretty freaking dope. I'll shoot all these guys emails and then we will shoot. I didn't write these down. Now I'm watch the video to go back and email these guys. Damn it. That's funny. Anyways, dude named Rad Scorpion just won these freaking PVS-69s. So watch out for the email. That guy also did not put any shipping info in. So yeah. Gen 4 Alpha build video. Alright, so now we got it. That guy won this. Drawing's over. Unless these guys like don't email me back, then we're gonna do another live stream and do the rest of the prizes or whatever. But now we're gonna talk about what's next. So what's next is the PVS-69 Gen 4 Alpha. The Alpha is not yet like publicly released. It's like a paid beta, and that's just to recover the cost because I soaked so much money into this project, and it's gotten pretty hard for me to like continue the project. So I needed to do a paid beta to like keep working on things. So the next drawing, all right guys, are you ready for this? The next one is going to be for this. PVS-69 Gen 4 Alpha with tubes. Okay? With tubes. With tubes, lenses, the whole works. Working unit, Gen 3 night vision, right here. Paid beta, get a wiring diagram. Wow, that's what you asked for after I announce this? Alright. It will. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. If you're outside the US and you win, actually you shouldn't, because the store has now gotten restricted to US only. Sorry about that as well. That was a requirement from my actual work. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. Huge announcement. y'all want to win fucking Gen 3 night vision, I'm gonna put the Carson lenses in here. I have some Carson lenses coming. Those lenses were fucking $800. So, yeah, I put a lot of money into this one. This is gonna be the only prize. There's not gonna be a second or third prize. What? What's a tuggy? Can't buy the electric parts kit anymore. Yeah, so this is going to get Carson lenses. It doesn't currently have them, but it's going to have the Carson lenses in it. It's going to have, these are MX11769 tubes that have resistors soldered and the tails removed. So they're just like fixed gain tubes, but they're clean. There's like this tube, perfectly clean, brand new tube, nothing wrong with it. This tube has a small, tiny blem like right on the edge, and you really can't even tell it was there. I didn't know it was there. Actually, wait, never mind. It was a piece of dust. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have a blem. I'll have to double check. One tube, absolutely certain it's perfectly clean. The other one is like might have a blem. I don't remember. I don't think it does. But yeah, this is going to be the next prize. The way this one's going to work is it's going to be fixed odds. So there's only going to be so many tickets. And I'm going to get more feedback on the ticket price. But I'm thinking it's going to be like 600 tickets at $10 a ticket. So you can enter in as many times as you want, but 600 is the limit for the raffle, if that makes sense. Actually, two of the guys who won only paid $5. So shout out to those guys with their freaking good ass luck on this last run. So two dudes who won only had 5 entries. Like that was the minimum amount of entries was 5. So those guys got some ballin' ass luck, because one dude, I feel bad for this guy. Somebody bought $500 in entries and he did not win. So that guy, whoever you are, I'm sorry, brother. That probably hurts. But yeah, 600 entries, $10 an entry. You're gonna get clean tubes, working housing, and Carson glass. So that's gonna be a freaking steal for whoever wins that one. Imagine getting that for $10. Woo! Yeah. So to talk about that next, this next one, I want to bring up that my plan is to go to SHOT Show 2023, right? 2024. SHOT Show 2024. With that, I didn't know this. SHOT Show is fucking expensive if you want to be a vendor there. It's like $6,000 for the base package. So I'm gonna be trying to like work towards saving money for SHOT Show. This one, it's going to end. The sweepstakes for this is going to end when all the tickets are sold. So hopefully we can get the tickets sold quick, and maybe we'll friggin' end it within a couple weeks. But yeah, stay tuned for this. Details are going to be posted in the Discord, on my Facebook, Instagram, and I'll post some stuff here on YouTube. And if y'all want to join the Discord, it's a super great place to be. And I post a lot of updates in there, files. I know I need to like get around to posting the files to like Thingiverse and cults and shit like that, but I just haven't gotten around to it. The alpha housings are going to be released at the end of February, so completely open. And yep, Farmer Vaughn, that's me. That's how I read it too. Longshore Farms. But yeah, so stay tuned for that, guys. The alpha housings are going to be dope. They're ridiculously cheap to build compared to the last generation. Well, not like ridiculously cheap, but if you're going to go with a digital build, we're trying to get a hold of these display and board combos, which are cheaper, so that way you can get the display and board combo, get your PVS-14 eyepiece, and then you can get your objective lens, which is this one for the digitals. This is an 8mm lens. You don't need a PVS-14 objective lens. Yeah, so I have some more like future projects planned. I'm working on a pano right now. Let me just pull this out real quick. This is my Fusion 360 account. This is mostly what I use. This is the base model battery pack that I'm working on. It's literally just going to be 4 CR123s in a battery pack. No fancy features, just always pushing power, so you just plug it in and go. Let me pull up the next gen, if it'll even open, because I think the file crashed because Fusion's retarded. Yep. Sorry guys, you don't get to see the freaking PNVG-69 because Fusion's retarded. Wait, it might open actually. I need to switch to SolidWorks. I have it, but I haven't freaking done the switch yet. Alright, check it out. Here's the PNVG-69. These are just like jigs. I'll explain that when it gets to the build process. But PNVG-69 is going to be kind of a more expensive build. I have not worked out how to do this one digital yet. It can take the MX-69s, but the problem is the MX-69 is going to be at like a crazy angle, and it's probably going to fuck with your eyes and not give you like a good field of view. So I'm going to have to do some mods to the MX-69 specifically for the panel housing to make sure everything's set right. It is possible to put them in the mil-spec housing, but the MX-69 uses, let me find it, a collar kind of like this, and this collar is the same thread pattern as this one here, but this one has like a different geometry that's meant to capture the lens, and this thread is not the same thread size that's on mil-spec housings. So I need to, in order to make the switch, I would just have to get like a stop ring and figure out what lens thread that is and just make one of these rings to work, so that way you can use the objective lens. Alternatively, I've thought about doing a like insert here that has CS threads, so you can just thread in your CS mount lenses and be good to go. But that would also be kind of weird and difficult to do. It might be hard to install and take out. Yes, Yara, the winners were announced. I don't think you won. No. Completed battery pack. I have no pricing on that yet. I have no clue. I literally spent like 4 hours drawing it up yesterday. Probably, like, I don't even know if it'll print right now the way it is. So I don't have pricing on that yet. I'm going to start moving away from the Gen 3 stuff. I need to do a total overhaul to the web store to like fix things for people, because right now the kits I send out, like the hardware kits, is meant, I send out the hardware kit for William Scorpion and what was his name? I don't know. I'll have to look back at the video and see it. Thomas. William Scorpion Thomas. Those are the guys that won. Thomas won the mag pouches. William won the printer. And Scorpion won the nods. So, congrats to those guys. I don't remember where I was going. Oh, I'm going to start getting away from FDM printed stuff also sold on the web store. So pretty soon, like those parts kits that I'm still going to like host the parts kits on there and the hardware kits and stuff, but I need to do a total overhaul. Yeah, Co's pre-won the alphas. Well, maybe. You never know, dude. You might win them. Where was I going? Y'all distracted me. yeah, I'm gonna totally overhaul the web store soon, so make things easier to build. I'm gonna start hosting all the files on the web store, so Yara, fucking look up, like 6 messages. Anyways, I'm gonna host all the files on the web store, and I'm trying to like have it set so you'll be like, do I want a battery in my housing? Yes, and then it'll like automatically tell you these are the files you need, right? So hopefully that'll fix everything. And then also like parts kits, I'm gonna start having more options in the parts kit. So like right now, when I send a parts kit out, it's not specifically meant for this housing. It'll work, but it's not specifically meant for it. Like you'll have extra stuff, and you'll have the switch, and it just like won't make sense. The only time I include a push button in the parts kit is when you specifically order like this housing with it, like this low profile housing, or you tell me that you want the push button. Have I tried to print in CF nylon? Yeah, all the stuff I send out is carbon fiber nylon or MJF. My printing setup is pretty like squared away, so I don't know. Nylon prints the same as PLA for me. I don't know what all these problems people actually have are because I don't have those problems. I don't get warpage or anything like that. Sometimes I do get warpage actually on this bridge. Sometimes these will start warping up these edges right here, but yeah, this is a nylon print right here. It's got a little stringiness to it, carbon fiber nylon. It's a lot of ringing in here. I'm not sure what that's about. That's new, but yeah. So, and then this is like a PLA print right here. The PLA prints a lot cleaner than the nylon does. But I have one printer set up for carbon fiber, and then one printer set up for PETG, and then one printer set up for just non-abrasive PLA. It's not hard. I don't know. Like, I don't think it's hard. I found that a lot of like people on the like 3D printing groups on Facebook are actually just dumbasses. Like they'll be like, "Oh, you need to change your nozzle," and it's like, "No, you don't need to change your nozzle. You need to adjust the setting or something." Yeah, I got 3 printers. I'm gonna get rid of one, probably. I really want to get one of those bamboo carbons, dude. Those things are fucking sick. My only question is like, how are the strength of those? Because this right here, like I said, is a PLA housing. Let me grab a blank one real quick. So maybe this is like over-engineered a little bit, but it's PLA. You literally couldn't break it if you tried, like with your bare hands anyways. It's fucking like impossible to break this. The only way I have been able to break it is I literally just stomped on it and it broke. So my printer's like really tuned for fucking printing this stuff, and I just don't know if the Bamboo Labs printer is gonna like print at that strength quality. I know it like is super ridiculously fast, but yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the live stream. If you have any questions, drop them now and I'll answer them. Nothing heard, and I'm just gonna end the live chat with no warning. So, any questions? Ask your questions now. Oh, my pasty white leg. What the fuck? Parts kits are still available. I'm gonna do an overhaul of the web store so you can like select options. And when you select those options, it's going to basically guide you to what you want. So it's gonna be like, do you want a push button? Yes. Do you want IPD stops? Yes. You know, things like that. Do you want a battery in the housing? Like that stuff. Thanks, dude. I've invested a lot into this project, but it has become profitable, which is nice because I'm able to keep bringing this stuff to you guys and like not hurt myself personally. It is not at all like looking through analog. When you look through the 69s, it's a square, it's a rectangle display. Let me grab this real quick. This is the display inside the PVS-69, and when you have your lens on there, all it does is zoom this in and let you focus on it, but it doesn't like cut the edges to make it round. We've experimented with cutting the edges with like a physical like piece, but you're really just like kicking yourself in the ass because you're losing a lot of information that is collected, but you're just not seeing it. The square display seems like weird because it's like, oh, square, like that's not going to work for me, but it'll work, I promise. Like nobody really complains about the display being square. A lot of people like find they have to turn the display a little bit, and that'll help with double vision. And I think I finally cracked the double vision problem, guys. Okay, let me explain this real quick. So when I designed this housing, I designed it with an IPD right here of like 71 millimeters, and that's for me. That's what my IPD is, and I just kind of assumed like everybody was the same as me or like similar. But I found out most people have an IPD of like 60, so apparently I'm a fucking freak of nature. And so when everybody crunches theirs in, it's just on that edge of not being able to work for them. And you really need the IPD to be as close to your actual eyes as possible, or else you get double sorry. You get double vision. But the way like your eye adjusts things and figures things out, I can't remember if it's vertical or horizontal misalignment is easier for your eye to like deal with. So I think it's like if things are horizontally misaligned, then your eyes can deal with it better. But if they're vertically misaligned, it's like really fucks with you. So when when people are turning the displays at a 40, like not really a 45, maybe like 10 degrees, that's changing that misalignment and making it easier for them to see and getting rid of their double vision. Yeah, the complaint here isn't really the fuzziness though. The complaint is the double vision issue. Like they're looking through two different things that are separate, and they really just have to be perfectly aligned with your eyes, with your IPD, to get rid of that double vision. Gen 4 Alpha, they're not installed in this one, but they will be. Obviously, I just didn't get around to it and I forgot. But they have IPD adjustments. This one doesn't have it either. What the fuck? This one does for sure. So basically, this screw right here, you adjust that screw, that sets your IPD. So that way you can just bring it down and it'll be there. Dude, your astigmatism is going to be fine, I promise. My glasses were so fucking thick, and I had a very terrible astigmatism, and I just had implanted contact lenses, which was supposed to fix the astigmatism and fix my vision, but what it really did is like make the astigmatism weirder and worse, but it did fix my vision somewhat. But like, it's super weird for me, because if I like look at a solder joint now, like even looking at this solder joint, I get that astigmatism flare from the reflection off the solder. And so it's like hard for me to solder things now. It's like kind of a buzzkill when I'm working on shit, because I have to like have my phone set up as an inspection camera and like watch closely. Yeah, is there any more questions? Alright guys, nothing heard. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream now. Y'all take care. I'll reach out to these winners and we'll see if they get back to me. If they don't, we're going to do another live stream and yeah, so we're going to do another live stream if they don't respond. So, I mean, it's not over for you. It's not over until the fucking fat lady starts singing. What do I recommend for printing with CF nylon? My printer is set up. I actually like posted everything for that SRU Andrew guy in the server, basically how my entire printer is set up. And then he was just like doing his own thing. So I was like, all right, dude, like whatever. But he asked me for advice and then was like not taking it and trying to do something else. But my printer, I have the Amazon Direct Drive Kit on an Ender 5 Pro. All my printers are Ender 5 Pro. Amazon Direct Drive Kit. I have a knockoff Volcano hot end, Slice Engineering heat break, and a ruby tipped brass nozzle, glass bed, and shit, I think that's about it. With the glass bed though, I do have to put blue painter's tape on the glass bed as a surface because neither the nylon or PLA like sticks to the glass bed anymore. It did when it was new, but now it doesn't. I don't know what's up with that. But and then I have a CR Touch, which like saves me so much fucking time. But yeah, it's not complicated setup. I'd say it's probably only $20, $30. I'd say it's under $100 in modifications, and it's like just a press and go printer now, which I really love about it. I did buy one of those Micro Swiss direct drive kits, and I hate it so much because it doesn't matter what I print, it strings like crazy. And I kind of dedicated that one as the PET-G printer because PET-G already strings, so it doesn't make it worse, surprisingly. It actually makes it better for PET-G. So I have no fucking clue what's going on there. But yeah, if you want to know more about my printing setup, just go in the Discord and ask, and I'll explain everything, send pictures, whatever, links to all the stuff. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Congrats to the people who won, and future congrats to K0Z for winning these in the future, potentially. Alright guys, take care. How the fuck do I end that?